What is going on? I'm Zedmont. Happy 2025. I do not have that 2025 on the Hero HUD. I have chosen to skip this one, and don't know if that's the right call or not. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the Hero HUD in the Boom Pass does have a skin for 2025. Nonetheless, we are going to jump into Warships. I have missed you guys. It has been a long week or so off of the internets. Code Zedmont has, of course, expired on my game. Hopefully not on yours, so get that back rockin'. Diamond, my friends. Now, I'm pretty happy about this. Managed to get this account into Diamond. I'll show you my tech tree. Gonna talk about a couple things that might help you guys. Maybe not. I don't know. Don't know where you're at, how you've been doing, but we are sitting in about the global top 100. 105 at the second, and this tech tree has been pretty good and haven't made all that many mistakes. So we do have the maxed stuff at the beginning, and the Zuka fan, aka Hulk Hogan, has been great. We do not have medkits, don't have troop health, also don't have Kavan. I've seen a bunch of people doing great things with Kavan, not me, which saved us 16 plus 32 plus another 20. We're at 52 plus, we're at like 90 extra keys by not getting Kavan. But we have all of the squad leaders. Now, I want to show you something about the squad leaders. I'll show you that in a second. We got the Minesweeper, who is the worst in my opinion. He tends to get out front unless you babysit him and die. But we have that heavy boost. Now, big shout out to Zendo for two reasons. The heavy boost here, for example, is plus 69. Now, typically, the heavy boost is plus 26 troop health and 24 troop damage. This season, though, it is all about 69. So, sorry, that's a mouthful here, but it is 36% troop damage, troop health, and 33% troop damage for a total of 69. They pulled it off. They managed to get 69 into 69. More innuendos could be had, but for right now, what I want to show you is if you've been having this problem where you don't have your squad leaders loaded by default, I'm going to show you how I have fixed it, and how I'm going to show you is on this account where I have not yet fixed it. You know what? First, let's turn that off so we can actually see. And I don't know about you guys, but I have lost a bunch of battles where I've just forgotten, because the game has a bug right now where even if you have a squad leader and you select them and then you exit the game and come back, you come back and it looks like this. So I have been messing around with this. You guys might already all know this, but what you want to do is just take heavies out. I had a bit of problems where it would work and then it wouldn't work. If, for example, you had the Zuka leader down here, move them out of that slot into a different one. So again, I don't know the exact mechanics of this. I just know that it's worked on all my accounts. I've tried it. So if you had the Zuka fan here, don't load it back in there. Move it up a slot or over a slot or whatever the heck it might be. But you'll notice that when we brought that heavy back in, it automatically prompted us to select a leader. I put the Zuka in there, and then the next time we come back in, that Zuka fan should be there. And you have to do this for all three of your squad leaders if you have all three. Hopefully that makes sense. It doesn't have to be Cryoneers you put in. You could put tanks in, you could put riflemen. It really doesn't matter. Just change away from heavies and change back to heavies. And you'll notice, like, if we look here, obviously my Zuka leader used to be right about there, but we took it out because I wanted to make sure that I didn't screw up any more attacks. I know it sounds silly. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe they patched it in the background and I didn't actually hear about it, but hopefully that helps somebody. And back to my tech tree. Sorry, lots of rambling. I'm trying to bite my tongue, trying to also avoid the tongue-based innuendos. Bunch of you, including me, had mines there. Switching to 3 sniper towers has been far, far better. Funny how those metas slightly switch over times. Also, went back and got the heavy boost like we talked about. Have the troop damage. Did not get the warriors, which was pretty nice. Now, I am one of the few people here who have the, where are we at here? This extra cannons. That was an accident. That's my one blemish on my tech tree that I know of. No one else has those extra cannons. Everyone else went through the meat shield, and I have actually lost to a set of grenadiers, but don't fall into that trap. Also, don't have artillery. Tick 3 flares are probably not enough, but I find that by having low-level flares, it makes me focus on not only my regular flares, but also my squad leader flares. No rocket choppas, no Everspark. Heard a bunch of you having great success with laser rangers. Now, I said I had one blemish. I also had tanks. For the longest time, it was just tanks. I got all the way into full defensive mode. Managed to get into, I think, like 18. And then went back for offense. So one of the few seasons where I actually have some offense, and you can see this down here, I was rocking the Clump base, which is terrible. This one right here, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. It is very difficult to take down until it's not. All of a sudden, everyone had it figured out, and you see I was winning, and then Zendo crushed me, and down below that I lost a bunch, and Claws beat me, and Mojo, shout out to a great player there as well. Both of those guys, great dudes, great players, and just getting smashed. So you see here, Mojo just walks through the base in a big way. So if you're coming up against this Clump base and you're struggling with it, here is your answer. Notice he has 2 different squad leaders, and he's using Iron Will with those 4 boats of Laser Rangers. Laser Rangers are a lot of fun, but they're also very fragile. So as soon as you get into a base like this where it's more spread out, Laser Rangers struggle a little bit. So as soon as Mojo beat me, you see I then got an ugly win against El Guapo, and I got a win before that, which was like 47% to 46% that I wanted to share a replay of, but I totally forgot. But nonetheless, we are just heavy rushing. Like, that's it. That's all. We've got our one boat. Notice how I dropped that. First is the meat shield up the left. Getting the meat shield up there, and just battle orders. I know that Iron Will is appealing. Notice that I threw that hero flare on that Doom Cannon to nullify it by sending our meat shield at it. And our Zuka fan is doing stupid things, going in stupid directions, but with the battle orders happening, doesn't really matter all that much. And trying to get battle orders going, knowing that full well that those heavies are going to converge eventually, and that Zuka fan is so good. It clears mines, it does damage. I mean, what can't Hulk Hogan do? It's so good, brother. Nonetheless, picking up wins there, and then Ace and Boom Phantom both fizzled. Now I'll show you my hits here. It's nothing fancy. It's just picking which side I want to attack from, and you don't want to split your heavies too much. But on this right-hand side, I figured I would send first the meat shield up front. You see how he's like one step ahead, and then the Zuka dudes, and then bricking the battle orders on that left-hand side just so that they can converge in the middle, and not doing that a heck of a lot, generally trying to avoid that. But on this one, there wasn't a heck of a lot covering that right-hand side, so trying to get the meat shield going. And this person did not have a Doom Cannon, which is why I did not give a crud about this base at all. You just go. If they have a Doom Cannon, it's slightly more difficult, but otherwise just cruising through it. And speaking of cruising, so much cruising on the ski slopes for me and the family. So much goodness. Son snowboarding, daughter snowboarding and skiing, and then other son skiing, and just awesomeness. So much progress for all of them. Keeping on going through Ace, and these bases... There's a couple bases I've seen that don't have this engine room on this far left-hand shore. That is crazy talk. You gotta have something down there. And then this one, I'm assuming we're just gonna go right. Yep, so going on the right-hand side. And again, meat shield up front, Zuka fan quite close behind. That way we get the damage. And then trying to keep our minesweeper dude alive. You'll notice that I've got that flag up there to get the meat shield out front. That is about the only major tip I can give you, is just do whatever you can to make sure your meat shield is out front. You'll notice that as soon as we get rid of that engine room, I've got a new meat shield sent out there. Meat shield guys staying alive in a big way. And then I assume I'm going to throw one of them down on that, there we go, onto that Doom Cannon as well. So just letting the troops flow where the base allows it to, which lots and lots of bases do allow. And I know Iron Will, you're like, and by the way, I don't even have troop health. I don't have troop health, and I'm crushing through all of these bases. So don't get stressed out. Don't be using Iron Will. You can still walk through them. And then you can see here that our opponent did have 70% troop health, or building health, 50% building damage. So we're just cruising through. And I know that troop health back here is super useful. So if you have that, you're even better off. So, I mean, squad leaders, bravo, Supercell. Bravo. You did very well. The fact that we can just cruise through, first, not only squad leaders, but the 69ing heavies. Like these 69 heavy boost back here, that's pretty darn awesome. The fact that they tweaked that, I don't know if anyone else picked up on that or if it was just Zendo. And you'll notice that in my log, Zendo did crush me. And that was the moment where I went like, yeah, this base might need to be switched, and then Mojo did the same thing, and then boom, change your base. So a little bit of a tip there that all of you know, if you're back and forth winning and losing, maybe it's time to change your base. And against Beowulf, I actually force quit on this one because I finished before him, and so I picked up 5 of those engine rooms in, well, it was ready, well, it was offline, whatever the heck you want to call it. So I didn't realize I had played against Beowulf, so good game, Beowulf, well done. I'll show you again, just same thing, heavy rush on this right-hand side, and as you guys all know this, but the right-hand side, slightly shorter ramp, slightly faster to get your troops in. So this engine room back here is going to be the crux of this attack. Everyone knows that, and sure, if you go get artillery, you can throw however many artillery it is. I don't even know how much health that has. Let's just double check. What do you got for health on these things? 68,000. Not the Supercell missed opportunity right there. Anyway, 68,000 on that engine room health, and that's a lot of artillery. What is that, like 13 artillery or something like that? Maybe 12 if you're lucky. So it works, and someone down here actually did it. I think Claus might have done it. Anyways, no, actually, no, that's not right. It was El Guapo, I think, that did it. If we watch their replay here, sorry, I am all over the place. I am jumping up and down, excited to see you guys, hear you guys, whatever the heck you want to call it. And I think they tried to, this isn't the attack I was looking at. It was the one before I moved my Sky Shield. Let's see here. Is it this one? Yeah, you see I had my Sky Shield in the middle here. And Marino was like, nope, we're not doing that. We are not doing whatever the heck you want. And if you watch back here, just watch this engine room at the back. He's just using all of his GBE, I think, on that back engine room. And I could be very wrong, but I believe in a second or two, all of the GBE is going to start flowing towards that back. There we go. There's all the artillery. And then they just arting, and if you really want to go back, you could probably watch how many that took, or you could just use one of the many calculators like pixelcrux.com that are out there. No, I'm not sponsored or whatever the heck you want to call that. This is not brought to you by pixelcrux.com, where your calculating needs, no. Anyways, last battle of the day here. Actually, I'll do a live one just because I can collect in diamond. I'm not gonna go back to the couch, which I gotta say, finally managed to get home, and this is just me. You notice that we got the heavy guys over here on the Doom Cannon, nullifying the Doom Cannon in a big way, and sometimes they actually have enough damage to take out that Doom. You know what? I bypassed something here. So let's go back. Let's do it again. We'll do it in 1x mode because I clearly can't think in 2x mode. Anyways, my wife gets car sick. I don't know how many of you guys saw that, but so I play DJ and navigate and boom the beaches, and she drives. So anytime we come home from somewhere, it works out very well for me and for her, I suppose, because she doesn't have to get car sick. But watch our Zuka fan here. In a second, I think I send our Zuka fan, yeah, there we go. So sending our Zuka fan over onto that Doom Cannon, which helps get rid of it faster. And man, do squad leader flares ever get expensive in a hurry. And so trying to balance squad leader flares and battle orders and not having to worry too much about artillery is kind of nice, but I'm going to save for 6, I think, at the second, because I don't see anything that's out there that I really want to get besides Laser Rangers, of course, and Laser Rangers would be super awesome. And then again, just smoke once in a while just to make sure that your Azuka fan doesn't die. And I mean, Laser Rangers would be fun, but against these spread out bases, it just isn't working as well. If you're using Laser Rangers, do let me know as soon as we... Come on, there we go. There's the battle orders, and I get so much fun out of using battle orders. Iron Will, to me, is the most boring of the brick abilities. If any of you have tried Cluster Grenade, do let me know, because I don't know how that would go. What is Brick's Cluster Grenade at currently? Where are we at? Where is our good friend Brick? Brick's Cluster Grenade. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that, let's just have a little look here, shall we? Info. 6,000, so that's a lot of... Yeah, I don't think, plus the shrapnel, and we're just gonna not do that here. We're just gonna stick with battle orders. I've got all my squad leaders loaded, as you probably do now, thanks to that huge hack that I just showed you that hopefully is a hack and they didn't fix it in the background, so I'm an idiot. But we'll do one hit, we'll probably lose, but at least we won't fall out a diamond because we've got enough stars to keep us in for a little while. And this is where I always get too conservative every single season of Warships. I get into diamond and then I'm like, no, I need to park for a little bit and hoard chests and whatever, but we're not doing that this time for the second. We're going to send you up there, you there, and the Zuka fan, and the reason why I like to do that is because that way these guys get moving, and then we can get our battle orders, and then we're going to throw that onto the Doom Cannon. Getting rid of that Doom Cannon is very important, as all of you probably know. We are going to get that next battle orders hopefully soon, hopefully very soon. Come on, Brick, get unfrozen, and now we can get rid of that Doom Cannon right there, and then we need to just get a move on. Our, what's it called, Minesweeper dudes doing great things. I love the Minesweepers. When you can keep them alive, they do fantastic things, and until that point, great successes. And you'll notice that also our Zuka fan is, I'm just going to start calling him Hulk Hogan, is clearing lots and lots of mines, which is also super duper fun. And now we just need to make sure that that guy right there does not pop out in the face of that. Oh gosh, we knew exactly that was going to happen, didn't we? So we need to go with a smoke and one more smoke over here just to try to get into position without losing too many of these guys. And without the Zuka fan, things get very dicey. I saw him coming out of that smoke, you saw him coming out of that smoke, and then I just absolutely blew it in a giant fashion. So it seems like maybe, just maybe, our opponent might have fizzled. But nope, there we go. They got another engine room. So I have screwed this up in a giant way. And we had tons of heavies out front. I almost said Zukas out front. And now we need to retreat as fast as we can and just see how TH is doing. It looks like we might have a shot. Good. There's the difference. They got the smoke out before their guy died. I did not, and as a result, now we just need you guys to absolutely eat it on these mines. Come on, mines. Come on, mines. Just eat it. Stupid. Ugh. Anyways, you get the basic idea. I'm almost certain we're going to lose here, but we're going to watch till the end. I think we're going to lose on percentage at the very least. But we shall see. Is he going to get a second wind? What are you going to get out of this? Nothing, actually. So we've got to... No, I can't see it happening. Can you? Just need that. No, we're done for. So they got the smoke out at the right time. We did not. I have picked up the loss as a result, which is kind of good in some ways, because I think hopefully we can get them up into diamond. I love doing that, but more importantly, you guessed it, sad tromboneism. So I'm recording this Sunday night. I will come back to you on Tuesday as well, back to work, but just figured I would get this video out of the way as my back to work is going to be a lot tomorrow. For those of you who have been off since Christmas or so, it's going to be rough. I don't even know where I work or what I do at the second. Come on, did they get up in a diamond? No, unfortunately, they did not. Must be very, very, very close though. Come on, where are you at there? 67 out of 80. What's my win rate at currently? Let's go to self here, sitting at 57.1%. Pretty happy with that so far on the season. I was really hoping to finish the season at 69%. And that's probably what I'm going to do with this account. Sitting at 94.3%. We have won 50 and lost 3. 2 of those I just straight up screwed up. And one of them was against this person who is a 3 engine room base. So still trying to get this account up into gold. 2 engine rooms. Do use this base if you're at the 2 engine room level. Just trying to attack, waiting 4 seconds, backing out of the queue, trying to find someone else at the 2 engine room level. And big shout out to Orion, who did make it into gold as a 2 engine room base. So lots and lots of fun this season during the season of the 69. So losing my voice here, have not talked this much in a long time. So I shall talk to you soon. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully 2025 is your best year yet. The best year ever. I shall talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. Peace.